Hey, bro. You say you got a car for me to sell, right?
Yes.
Which one?
Yes, Sifu. I have two very, very exotic cars for you to sell.
Faster show me.
Come in.
Why am I ask me to sell that now, eh? Who to sell to? Who to buy? 屌你！
喂，good car 嚟㗎。
靚你條毛咩？喂，you look what the f look at the paint.
Bro, 20 years ago, this is your dream car.
This one worse.
Bro, your dream car 20 years ago make you wet one, you know.
Paint the engine bay and the body is like, you know what they show I say 你阿媽你髮型都撞你個撞到嘭嘭聲啊，寬哥
Brother, 20 years ago you also become abeng alala before, right? Now you grow up really differently.
I never abeng until my engine bay and my car color.
No wonder you cannot go get all the pretty ladies, are you?
It's okay. At least my cars are all the engine bay color and the body color is the same.
20 years ago you drive this car to pick up Amoy, who confirm dapat.
Confirm dapat.
Yeah. Okay, now.
Hey. He said he's going to pay me to sell these two cars to you guys, but I'm going to tell you this. You better don't buy. Okay, these two cars, I have to say, okay, as somebody who grew up in the 90s, right? These two cars, wow, these two cars were the subject of my childhood. I remember that Wira was launched in 1993. Okay, this Civic was from before that. And I remember at that time, what really struck my attention was that how remarkably similar these two cars look, especially from the front. Look at the headlights, the headlight design, right? And I remember that time when the Wira was first launched in 1993, my parents bought the first batch cars, and I was like, wow. You know, that time I was young, 9 years old. I was so fascinated. Wow, look, every time I see Wira, very excited one. Then sometimes when I see the headlight, hey, no, it's a Civic. So yeah, these two cars back in the 90s, these were the two cars that really, really ruled our roads. And people no longer modify their cars like this anymore. At least not that I've seen too many of it. But the condition of these two cars really is a time capsule to back into to car culture of that time. So I really don't understand this, to be honest. Okay, this whole idea about you see the thing is that right today when I see engine bay and body color mismatch, it means that the car owner go and change color, but no money to pay to respray the engine bay. But this time, this era, right? These people, what they do, what you know, they take out the engine and purposely go and spray the engine bay until this color. So I never understood this. Can you explain to me? Is it like that one? You say you last time you pick up a lot of chicks, right? So you tell me, you last time you respray your thing like that one.
I didn't say I pick up a lot of chicks. I said people that drive this car used to pick up a lot of chicks.
So do you know any friends who? Well, I know last time those people they really go and purposely take out the engine and they spray one.
Maybe we ask Michael why people spray.
No idea actually.
No idea actually, but they do lah. It's purposes because for one, okay, Honda never offered the Civic in this color lah. Wow, look at that!
In my opinion, okay, in my opinion,
the brake cylinder also they spray away.
In my opinion, yeah, I think these people that drive this car, they go for a lot of car show and car meetup. When you open your car bonnet, with this color, you look good. You look stand out.
Nema, you bought this car for your son some more, right?
My son bought this car for himself. I went to hunt this car for him. This is the 5th unit we have concluded to buy this car because why? The overall condition of this car is the best among all the 5 units we have seen.
This is considered best condition,
Of course.
I know how you become used car dealer one.
You try to go and see other Civic, 30 years old Civic. You go and see. This is the best among 5 units. Look at the interior.
Okay, we look at the interior first later. So this one, okay, so you can see this is the original single cam engine, right? So you can see based on the shape here, this is the single cam engine. And it's the D16, right? D for donkey. The ones that the engine that people want is the B16. B16 is damn crazy horsepower. You remember how much the horsepower B16?
It's not a lot of horsepower, but it has the
very powerful one. B16. B16 about 130 horsepower.
130. 160 horsepower.
160 horsepower from 1.6.
Yeah, but Okay, this car has been restored. We have put in few thousand ringgit to fix all the oil leak and the water leak. So this car is in buy and drive condition.
Buy and drive condition.
30 years old Civic, buy and drive condition.
I want to correct you something. Not it's buy, paint first and then drive condition.
No need to paint, also can drive.
Okay lah. I give you that lah. I give you that lah. Okay. So these headlights, these are the original headlights. This one is aftermarket one, right? Okay, but buy and drive condition, I trust you, So, we'll bring you on the interior later. Okay, wow, original taillights some more. Original taillights some more. Let's look at the interior. Wow, look at this. This is classic. Classic Japanese interior. Okay, bro, this one I'll give you. The interior looks good. So I will go inside and see from the driver's side. Hey, can start or not the car? Okay. Can start,
Can't become young again.
Fuyo. 4. Okay, so I have to say this really brings me back to a very different era. Back in the 90s, back then when the way cabins were built, and the condition of the dashboard, everything still feels solid. You know, the buttons, all right, still have a very satisfying click to them. Oh, look at that. Okay, lovely. And the gear change, nice, sharp and precise. You still got the old, nice, famous Momo steering wheel. Okay, is this the side mirror controls? Yep, that's the side mirror control. But yeah, the overall condition of this cabin, okay lah, my friend, not bluffing lah. Look at the condition of the fabric. Looks very, very good. Okay, now this is a 12-volt socket. For a moment, I thought got USB port. Alright, okay, so this really is a throwback to cabins of a different era. And I have to say this, the build quality of this cabin really does feel quite solid. And let's come to the back. Good legroom in front. Ooh, what armrests. No cup holders lah those days. Okay. Very spacious at the back. And look at that. Decent headroom above me. Back then, there were still such things as ashtrays. And yeah, look at that. Simple, unpretentious 90s era Japanese engineering. Okay, not bad. Okay, you need a bluff. Interior was good.
So this car, if any of you haven't driven this EH or EG before, go and try it.
Okay.
This car is 30 years old. If you drive it, you will know that, wow, 30 years ago, when Honda designed this car, it was really ahead of its time. It is still very nice to drive for 2 days.
Okay,
So your choice, VTEC or MyWag. Both of these, if you look at this car 20 years ago, you wet your pants one.
Okay, yes, I agree. I remember back in the days, in the 90s, these were the cars that I dreamed of, right? Civic, Wira 1.8, Lancer, Evo. The Japanese cars were the cars that we dreamed of. So let's look at this one. This one is, this is a 4G, this is a twin cam. This is a twin cam, and then this is a 4G 9 series engine. But look at this. So originally, this was a 1.5. And one of the previous owners obviously converted it, 1.8 Yes. Okay, converted it to a 1.8. And one thing to note, Wira, right, the 1.3 and 1.5 versus 1.6, 1.8 are effectively as good as totally different cars. A lot of the parts in these cars are not interchangeable. So if you, let's say you drive a 1.3, 1.5, right, you want to swap in 1.6 parts, may or may not fit one. Okay, they are very, very different. That's why I remember back then there was the price gap between a 1.5 and 1.6 Wira was as much as 12,000 ringgit. And I remember when the salesman told my father the price of difference was 12,000 ringgit, he got a shock of his life, right? So, and at that time when they introduced the Wira 1.8, everybody went, wow, crazy, 1.8 But majority of Wira buyers, they bought the 1.5. When padahal, the one that you wanted to get should have been the 1.6 or the 1.8. So let's take a look here closer again. This is the the very distinctive look of the 4G9X series engine. Okay, so it's the air intake here, going to the, so it's for the ECI multi. Back then, fuel injection was a big thing lah. And in fact, during the time of the Wira, the 1.6 and 1.8 even had 4-speed automatic. That was considered a big thing too. So this engine is, of course, well, worth a lot of money. How much you say you're selling this car for again? Let's see.
This car we are selling at 9,900 ringgit. Okay, let me read to you what has been done. Hey, don't laugh. Let me read to you what has been done in this car. So I have all the receipts from the owner.
Okay.
About 26,000 ringgit spent over 3 years.
These 26 ah?
Yeah, let me read out to you what has been done.
Who the fuck spends 26,000 on the Wira?
This car comes with the 4G93 engine. The previous owner did a full engine rebuild.
Okay.
I believe in Speedworks. Let me.
Do you know which 4G93 is this? It's the twin cam?
It's a twin cam without turbo, 4G93.
Okay, okay.
NA,
okay.
Then the previous owner has replaced the gearbox with a recon unit.
Okay.
It has a new clutch.
Okay.
And with hot beat suspension. You've heard the name before.
Oh, back.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it has a full hot beats exhaust system, genuine K and N air filter, cylinder head spotted. And it has been on the dyno tested 170 horsepower on the wheel. 170 horsepower on the wheel in this car. Okay. Dyno tested by Speedworks.
Okay, I have to say this. Back then, in 1996, my family had a Wira 1.6, 110 horsepower.
Yep.
Okay, automatic, and that car felt fast. So this one, 170 horsepower in this Milotin body shell.
And then the previous owner has taken quite a number of things from the interior. It has been lightened already. Oh my God. Okay, don't see the interior. Don't see the interior.
Car already damn light. Okay. Some more you go and lighten it some more.
Buy this car because of the engine.
The engine is definitely worth more money than the rest of the car, I'll say that much. Because you buy this car easily, it's easily another 5-6K or more to repaint the car back.
Okay,
what the hell? Carpet also don't have way. Ni amat don't way. Mo kom yang tak mo. Brother center console also kosong Wow. Okay, my best recommendation is if you currently have a Wira and or a Satria or an Arena or one of these things, and you're looking for a donor car for a 1.8 liter engine, you can come and find my friend lah. Okay, but if you are buying this car to drive, I can tell you there is a lot of work to be done. It's not funny. Okay, let's see what this car is made of on the road. Man, noisy like okay, first test of the suspension. This uneven. Okay, pass. Doesn't feel stiff, doesn't feel uncomfortable. Okay, one thing I have to say, the Japanese cars of this era, they have that exceptionally light and nimble feel about them. Okay, and those of you who drove all the Mitsubishi engine Protons of the same era will probably be familiar to the same sensations as well. You know, the likes of the Wira, the Iswara, they all exude that feeling of, ooh. Okay, brakes pass. Wow, look at this, man. This one, back then, you know, a very common mod for most cars of this era is to upgrade to all these single DIN or double DIN, whatever, Pioneer lah, Blaupang lah, the head units in there. Of course, nowadays it's all the integrated touchscreen and all that. But back then, if your car is seen in one of these, you know, it's the thing. And back then, this one is not integrated yet. So it's a very straightforward thing of just swapping your head unit in and out for an aftermarket one. That something that any local accessory shops can do. But nowadays, if you want to make any modifications to the entertainment system, it's a much more skill-intensive job where you really need that person to to know what they're doing, to be familiar with the specific wiring architecture of the car that they're working on. All right. So I wish the exhaust was quieter though. Or maybe I'm just not arbing enough for this kind of cars. Okay, the suspension, I do have to say, is not as uncomfortable as you would expect. And the engine does have that feeling of liveliness to it when I rev it. But yeah, when you're caught behind a slow car, right? When you're on third gear, second gear, third gear, you're caught behind a slow car, a bit stressed lah, because you have to wait behind. You want to shift up, also cannot, because then you'll hit the car in front. One thing I do like cars of this era, right? There is that feeling of crispness, the way the car behaves when you steer. There is that sense of connection to the car that is missing in many cars of today. All right, the road's clearing up. It's a happy rever, this engine. Okay, I do have to say this. Cars of this era also, they just talk more to your senses. The way it sounds, the way it sends feedback through the seats into your body, the way the steering behaves, the way the car behaves when you twitch the steering. There's just that sensation, right? You feel as if as the engineers, maybe it's because they don't have so many electronics to play with, right? They were able to exert more effort, more time, put in more attention to each mechanical component, and you just feel that all the mechanical components are just simply working together in harmony. The last new car that I drove that gives me anywhere close to this kind of sensation, Suzuki Swift Sport. Because most of the newer cars today, whether it's Continental or Japanese, has that bit of a numb feeling. Whereas this one, you feel everything in the car. You feel all that is putting this car together is mechanical integrity. It is mechanical harmony. It almost feels like a work of art. And this is fast becoming, or maybe I would say, has become a lost art. So this is what it was like 30 years ago, when you are in a mid-range C-segment car. At that time, the Civic was still, in the Malaysian context, it's still a relatively attainable purchase. And if my memory serves, at that time, the price of a Civic is still less than 100,000 ringgit. But that's no longer the case today. Today, the Civic tops up at what? Ranges from 130k to 160k. It's almost double the price. Now, as I sit here, I can understand why back in the 90s, there were more of us who were fans of Japanese cars. Because one overwhelming feeling that I get as I sit this car, as I drive this car feels more than just the sum of its parts. It feels more than just a collection of bits and pieces screwed together. It feels like this car was engineered with a purpose. This car was built in such a way that all the mechanical components are working together in harmony in a way that modern computer design cars simply just don't behave like that. Yeah, let's go to the highway and see whether can we have the VTEC kick in thing or not. Let's wait for the car in front to clear. It's 4,000 RPM, 5,000 RPM, 5,005, 6,000. 6.5. Well, I don't feel anything kicking in lah. But it's a happy rever, right? It's showing only 20 kilometers per hour, the speedo. So I do not know how fast I'm going. It's reading 4,000 RPM on 5th gear. But the speedo tells me I'm only going 20 kilometers per hour, so I'm not breaking the law. but it's amazing the way this car, it still feels solid. One thing I have to say, it feels solid. But the exhaust really is not my thing anymore, man. I don't think I can live with this kind of exhaust on a day-to-day basis. Okay, no VTEC kicked in. This was a good trip down memory lane. Very good trip down memory lane. This was really when the Japanese still made cars that tingle the senses. The car now says I'm doing 30 kilometers per hour, so whatever lah. But it's a fun. This is a fun little car. I'm just amazed at how well, for a 30-year-old car, how well everything is holding together without a squeak, without a rattle. From the two cars that have just been shown, the Wira and this one, my verdict is this car you can buy for its interior because the interior is in terrific condition. Not many Civic EGs have interiors in this condition. Bodywork, definitely need to repaint. Okay, this car you definitely need to repaint. Mechanically, it feels solid. The Wira, just now, on the other hand, well, 有乜點撚埋喎？屌你！